Main card predictions. Here we go. Kurt Pellegrino against G. Sots or George Snuffleupagus. And this is a tough fight to call. Pellegrino's on a roll. Soteropoulos on a roll. Pellegrino, the one thing that you would figure he'd have in this fight is going to be the wrestling advantage. But I think Soteropoulos is so good and so dynamic of a grappler that it's not going to matter. Pellegrino should have the technical boxing advantage. Soteropoulos looked very, very good striking-wise in his last fight. So, Pellegrino, what I see happening is he's one of those guys that just goes full out all the time, constantly pushing the pace, pressuring people. But in doing so, he makes some mistakes, and he gets caught, and that's why he's been susceptible to submissions. And I see that being the case as well in this fight. I think it's going to be a very, very close fight. Pellegrino may be winning the boxing, shoot for a takedown, try to advance position. He'll lose position. Soteropoulos will gain it, and from there he won't look back. So I'm going to go with George Soteropoulos, mid to late second round submission. If not, I think Soteropoulos can win a decision based on control or submission attempts, and possibly even striking by using his pretty good leg kicks. So I'm going to go with Soteropoulos by second round submission, but a decision is definitely possible as well. I like this fight a lot, actually. Stephan Bonnar against Krzysztof Szynski. Why did they make this fight? Szynski was winning the first one. Who cares if it was a headbutt that caused it? He still would have won the fight just because they declared it by TKO. Even so, accidental headbutt goes to judges anyways because it's a foul that late in the fight, and Szynski wins on the cards either way. I've heard good things about Bonnar's training camp, but once he gets into the cage, it's going to be the same old Bonnar. He's not going to be looking to be that technical. I think he doesn't have the power to hurt Szynski. Szynski has the harder shots. He's got the wrestling ability, so even if Bonnar wanted to exploit Szynski's, I don't want to say weakness, but the weaker aspect of his game, I don't think Bonnar is going to be able to put it there. It's going to look a lot like the first fight, so I'm going to go Szynski, unanimous decision. Matt Brown against Chris Lytle. They have fought before in a lower promotion, and Lytle, I think, took the submission in the second round. Lytle's problem is that he just gets into barn burners. That's like Kevin Burns. He should have raped that dude. It should have not. He got rocked, and that should have never happened. He should have beat Marcus Davis more convincingly. I know he didn't actually win that fight, but he should have won that fight pretty convincingly, and he didn't. So, that's the thing with strategy. And it's like he's got a very big advantage over Brown on the ground, and he's got the better technical striking. So I'm going to go with Chris Lytle by decision. I think he'll get into brawls when he wants to, just to excite the crowd, and then convert to being smarter. I don't know if any fighter can do that, just like randomly brawl and then all of a sudden be smart about things and realize that you're a better fighter and win. Brown is a very tough dude, and man, if Lytle comes out and just wants to brawl, he may get caught, and I don't know. I like this fight. I like this for fight of the night. Even if Lytle doesn't try to create fight of the night, I still see it going that way just because of style matchups and how good these guys are. So I'm going to go with Lytle by decision. He may catch Brown and something stupid and try to and submit him, but decision's the likely one. Sexyama against Chris Leben. There is no way Chris Leben could be 100% for this fight. He just won against Aaron Simpson a couple weeks ago, taking his fight on short notice. The only advantage he has is one-punch knockout, or to try and change the tide by hitting Sexyama with a big shot and then changing the whole complexion of the fight. Because Akiyama has the better striking, better leg kicks, better grappling, better judo, obviously. And I think Akiyama's quicker, and he's not going to run out of gas like Aaron Simpson did. Akiyama, decision definitely. Very, very decisive 30-27, or possibly a submission mid to late in the fight after, just absolutely dominating Chris Lieben and putting him on his back constantly. So Akiyama's going to win this fight. It's just a matter of how is he going to do it. Dominant decision or dominant and then finishing it. So there you go. Props to Lieben for taking this fight, though. That dude, 2 weeks' notice and taking the fight against, this tough of a dude. Chris Lieben, man, all day. That guy's freaking amazing. I'm very disappointed that Wanderlei had to pull out of the fight, though. That sucks. I was very looking forward to that fight. Okay, so main event. Brock Lesnar against Shane Carwin. I've seen a litany of people just absolutely saying one way decisively that, dude, cakewalk for Carwin. He's going to absolutely run over Lesnar. Lesnar has no chance in this fight. I can't believe some of you are saying that. And it's like some smart people on here that are like, you do not know for sure. No, neither guy in this fight should be picked that decisively. Like, oh, he's going to run him over. It's just going to happen. I mean, nobody knows that. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Okay? Nobody knows for sure. This fight, anybody, if you look at, like, what is your confidence level going in this? On a 1 to 10, what is your confidence level? Nobody should be higher than a .8. Okay? Nobody's. Except for the fighters themselves. So what is going to happen? It's a tough one. You've heard everybody say the story. Lesnar's been out a year. Carwin looked fantastic. He hits hard. So, Couture, he's going to follow the Couture plan against Lesnar and push him against the cage. And because he did it against Mir, he's going to do it against Lesnar. Because Couture did it, then he's going to do it. So you're kind of using MMA calculus, I guess. I don't even know what that would be. It's some sort of MMA math that you're using. Because Carwin did it to Mir, and because Couture did it to Lesnar, Carwin's going to do it to Lesnar. And maybe his game plan is to push him up against the cage, and because, let's face it, Carwin's wrestling is not as good as Lesnar's. It's not anywhere near. He's not even close to the level of athleticism that Lesnar is. Carwin wanted to talk about in the, I just watched the countdown video, about how we're completely different guys. Lesnar is cocky and arrogant, and I'm just chill and, respectful. But then he goes on to say, I'll beat him in any athletic event. Anyone. It's like that, and that's what the vibe that it came off to me. I'll beat him in anything. You want to wrestle? I'll beat you. I'm more athletic than you all the time, all over the place. It's like, dude, you just went on a thing about, I don't like Shane Carwin. I don't like Lesnar either. Okay, I don't like either guy's personalities. I think they're both assholes. But the difference being, Lesnar knows he's an asshole. He says he's an asshole. But Carwin is an asshole, but he tries to come off like he's this respectful, down-to-earth guy. I could be entirely wrong about this because I've never met him personally, but that's just the vibe I get from him. So, there you go. So, they're going to come out a little tentative for a while. Carwin will push forward. Speed is going to be the factor in this, I think. Lesnar's faster. And he's more technical. Carwin, yes, he has power. He is very slow. Very slow, very plodding. And he throws... It takes him forever to throw his punches. He's got a lot of power on it. A lot of power. Lesnar's going to use his speed and quickness. Carwin's going to come in, try to pressure him. Lesnar get a double leg on him, put him down, work from top control for a round. Won't finish him. Carwin's going to constantly try to stand back up. Lesnar's going to put him back down. Second round. Oh, it's going to a second. It is going to a second, I believe. But, again, I don't know what I'm talking about either. So this is just completely it could just be bullshit. Second round, come out. Lesnar throws an overhand right. May clip him, may not clip him, doesn't matter. Double legs him again. This time, Carwin gassed from trying to stand up and being underneath Lesnar the entire first round. Lesnar pins him against the cage. The other side, Frank Mir, it was right hands, left hands against the cage. That's how I see it. I see a picture. I'm picturing it, and I'm like Confucius, so you can take that shit to the bank. Left hands, bam, 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 bam. Carwin out. Lesnar's champion. There you go. Those are my picks. Should be a decent card. Hopefully it delivers. Not that great on paper, but we'll see what happens. You guys stay metal. Later.